I'm going to try and do 2 cameras this morning. What's going on here? Oops. This one is out of focus. There we go. I had zoomed it in. I just want to catch these ducks for our friends in California. So the soundtrack won't be good for them. This chair will spoil that piece of the video as well, so that won't be good for them either. Good. So we can just walk along here together a little bit, and then I'll probably turn off the other one for a while, or find a nice spot to park it. So the Passover started last night, and amazingly, they sent us the marking of it. On the 15th day of Nisan, the moon was full. It's a lunar calendar, so that's a guarantee. And the pages of history keep rolling. No, that won't work either with that line of boys there on the water. So I'll just say goodbye to the California people for now. And we'll focus on our own. Oops, there was a big catfish right there. That's what made that noise. Little fish down here darting around. So our first reading today takes us to Antioch and to Cyprus. And another country is mentioned, or another place is mentioned, to Phoenicia. That could be up on the coast of Lebanon, present-day Lebanon. So it's interesting how moments of persecution, of difficulty, open up new horizons, new opportunities, new growth. That's the way it is in life. Things change. But I, as a person, am there, and I'm called to grow. my reactions. There's a nice little phrase that's catchy and so true. Is we make our decisions, but our decisions make us. So at the end of the day, the biggest product... What's going on here? Oh yeah, okay, good. I got confused for a second. Our decisions make us. Because if we have decisions, if we make decisions to be kind or to be angry, each of those leaves a mark in us. It's shaping us. It's molding us. We make our decisions and our decisions make us. So in all the different types of circumstances of life, which are immediately favorable to us or unfavorable to us, our way of making decisions can be always favorable to us. If we make generous decisions, decisions that respect reason, that respect our faith. One of the concrete measures of that is if they respect the dignity of the other people around us. If we make decisions not to judge, not to be harsh, not to chop up people, then we will become a stronger person, especially if we're going through adversity and we keep high ground. The way we handle ourselves in adversity, that's probably the time of more significant growth in our persons, in our lives. Marvelous growth. We see another area of growth in the gospel today. People are pushing Jesus to give them signs. Real growth in faith obviously can be stimulated by signs, but it also hangs much more together with our interior attitudes. So if we're in an attitude of rebellion, of resistance, we can have all the signs we want, and we will be still resisting, because that's our composition at the moment. Oh Lord. Just hold on there a second. I'm going to set up the other camera here on this rock and start it off. Excuse me. You can see me doing this if you want, if you're curious. I'm just trying to set it there out. There we go, that's perfect. Isn't that lovely? Lots of tall grass here. And actually the passage does contain a very strong statement of Jesus' identity. So they're asking him for signs. And the closing line is so powerful of the gospel. I let you discover it yourself. So Jesus doesn't ask them straight out of faith, but he asks them to reason. He asks them to observe, to ponder. In our growth in faith, that's very important, to ponder. Because many times we're just stuck in our ways, and we are not ready for the change of entering into that relationship with God. We want to keep him at arm's distance. In the changing circumstances of life as well. There are issues of trust, issues of detachment from things that we cherish. Sometimes it's hard for a person to start using a walking stick. It's like a statement. Sometimes it's hard for a person to move out of home. College kid, an older young adult. The discovery of the practice of faith, to start going to church. big fish just jumped out there. We missed him. There's that pattern of resistance, and that's a little bit different than the psalm we had yesterday. A thirst is my soul for the living God. Again, that's an attitude. It's a passion. It's a desire. A thirst is my soul. It's a very healthy thirst to have. A thirst is my soul for the living God. I love hearing the sound of calves calling out. And the cows calling out to the calves. I think we can see one up here. Yeah. And there's another one now going down. The calf was just coming. Perfect timing for us. We saw it. So we leave it like that for today, people. May your soul be a thirst for the living God. And if it's struggling with faith, struggling with the relationship, that's not the end of the world, because there's the rest of the day, and there's, God willing, tomorrow. And the Lord has us in the palm of his hands. And has our friends, our family members, and the whole world, really, despite all the chaos and all the mess. And really doesn't matter what the circumstances are, it matters how we're connecting, how we're deciding, how we're coming to our decisions, what's moving us. Because we can become very strong people in very difficult circumstances. Usually that's where the greatest, strongest people are formed, in the most difficult circumstances. And sometimes people don't even realize, and that's okay, because these are in the sanctuary of the heart between us and God. God bless you. See you later, alligators.